Hey guys, this is Jay. Today we're going to say how to design vintage style cover art in Photoshop. Before getting started, please do download the project file, link in the description. With the project file, it will be much easier for you to follow this tutorial. So download the project file and get ready. In case if you want that completely designed .psd file means hit the like button soon after reaching 100 likes. I'll give you the download link. Fine, let's get started. First go to File, New and create a new canvas in Photoshop. Based on your requirements, create a canvas. Else, go to Project File, open Cover Art PSD inside Photoshop. This one is a design ready file. You will find design ready guidelines, layers panel, and I also given the color palette, the colors we're going to use in this design. Next, we're going to create a solid color background. For that, create a layer, go to color picker, sample and select this yellow color. Now fill the color. I used keyboard shortcut Alt backspace. Next, we are going to create a rectangle shape. For that, select design group. Now create a layer. Go to color picker, sample and select this green color. Now pick the rectangle tool. Now create a rectangle shape covering 75% of our canvas. Once you're done, next we are going to create template border. For that, create a layer. Now go to color picker, pick any color you want. I'm going with white. Now fill the color, Alt backspace. Now reduce the fill down to 0. Now right click, blending option, select stroke. There I'm going to keep the position as inside, keep the size as 50%. Now I'm going to change the color to same faded yellow color, this one. Click OK. There you go, we created our template border. Next we're going to drop in vintage style stamp shape. For that, select image group, create a layer, go to project file, open stamp image inside Photoshop. Now drag and drop the image inside our canvas. Now enable free transform tool, Ctrl T and resize it. I'm going to place it at bottom center here. Fine. Next we're going to change the color. For that, right click the layer, blending option, select color overlay. There I'm going to change the color to pure white. Next, let's add drop shadow effect. Enable drop shadow. There I'm going to keep the mode as normal, opacity as 100, angle as 90. I'm going with color black and I'll keep the distance as 5, spread as 7 and size as 6. Of course, you don't need to go with exactly very same numbers. Feel free to experiment. And this one is before after. Fine, once you're done, click OK. Next, we're going to create image placeholder right above the stamp layer. For that, create a new layer, go to color picker, sample and select black color. Now pick the rectangle tool. Now create a rectangle image placeholder like so. We're going to drop in our model image here. So this shape going to act as our image placeholder. Adjust the shape and position. Now go to project file, open the model image inside Photoshop. Drag and drop the image inside our canvas. Make sure to place the image right above our image placeholder. Now right click and clip mask the image. Now enable free transform tool, Ctrl T and resize it. Once you're done, next we're going to add vintage effect to our image. This one looks a little sharp and doesn't have that authentic vintage effect. For that, let's start by creating a curves adjustment layer. Now right click and clip mask the layer so that all the settings adjustment will be reflected only to those image. Now there I'm going to select blue curve. Now move the bottom end a little bit up and top end a little bit down so that you will get such kind of yellowish tone. Now still the image looks vibrant and colorful. We don't have that authentic vintage feel. So next I'm going to add a color lookup layer. And yes, make sure to clip mask the layer. Right click, enable clip masking. Now there I'm going to select futuristic bleak 3D, this one. This preset kinda desaturate our image too much. I'm going to reduce the opacity now down to 50%. Fine, now looks good. Next I'm going to add a sunlight glow effect. Actually this step is optional, you can skip it if you don't want. Now create a layer. Again make sure to clip mask the layer. Now change the layer blending mode to screen. Now go to color picker and sample and select such kind of bright orange color. This one. Click OK. Now pick the brush tool. There I'm going to select soft round brush. This one. Increase the size a little bit and give few clicks to create that realistic sunlight glow effect. There you go. Now we are done with the image editing part. Let's not disturb the image anymore. Next I'm going to add our text content at the top. For that, create a layer inside text group. Now go to color picker, sample and select this yellow color. The font I'm using is a free font. I'll give link in the description. You can download it if you want. I'm going with size 372 pixels and I'm going to type my title. I'll create a duplicate copy using keyboard shortcut Ctrl J. I'll add my studio name. Now I'm going to reduce the font size a little bit. I'll place it at the center. Adjust the position using your keyboard arrow keys. Next we're going to add few shapes. For that, go to the project file. Double click and install the vintage brush I have given in the project file. Now go to design group, create a layer. Go to color picker. I'm going with the very same yellow color. Now pick the brush tool. Now select the newly installed brush. There I'm going to select this star shape brush. Now zoom in. Now give few clicks and create star shapes like so. I used keyboard shortcut bracket keys to adjust the brush size. Fine. Once you're done, next we're going to create a line shape here. For that, create a layer. I'm using same yellow color. Now pick the line tool. I'm going to keep the weight as 4 pixels. Now by holding shift key, create a perfect line shape like so. There you go. We got our design. Now select the two layers we created so far. I mean this star shape layer and the line layer. Now hold Ctrl key and select the two layers. Now place it inside a group. Name it as bar1. Now I'm going to create a duplicate copy using keyboard shortcut Ctrl J. Name it as bar2. Now move the layers to left side. Now enable free transform tool Ctrl T and flip it horizontally. Now use the guideline and place it at right position. Now use your keyboard arrow keys and adjust the spacings and positions a little bit. Once you're done, next we're going to add another line shape at the top. We're going to repeat more or less same step. Create a layer with same yellow color. Pick the line tool. I'm going to keep the weight as 4 pixels and create a straight line like so. Again adjust the spacings and position using your keyboard arrow keys. Once you're done, next comes the interesting part. We're going to create that authentic vintage feel. For that, we're going to drop in few texture images. Let's start by adding first one. For that, go to the project file, open paper1 image inside Photoshop. Now drag and drop the image inside our canvas. Now enable free transform tool Ctrl T and resize it. Now I'm going to change the blending mode to multiply. The effect looks a little bit harsh. I'm going to reduce the opacity down to 60%. Fine. Once you're done, next we're going to drop in another texture image. For that, go to the project file, open paper2 image inside Photoshop. Now drag and drop the image inside our canvas, and yes, we're going to adjust the shape and we're going to change the blending mode. Resize it using free transform tool. Now change the blending mode to multiply. We got that vintage style crunchy feel, but again this one looks harsh. I'm going to reduce the opacity down to 20%. Looks neat. Next we're going to add rusty faded effect. For that we're going to use brush. Let's start by creating a new layer. Now go to color picker. Now sample and select this yellow color, kind of faded yellow color. Now click OK. Now pick the brush tool. Now select the newly installed grunge brush, this one. Now I'm going to give few clicks to create that rusty feel. Another one here. Now I'm going to give few clicks on bottom here. If you want, you can change the color. Now go to color picker, sample this brown color, click OK. Now give few clicks to create that vintage feel. Now I'm going to sample and select green color and give few clicks so that the font looks kind of faded. There you go. Once you're done, now you can merge all our layer into a single layer by using keyboard shortcut Shift Ctrl Alt E. Now our design is almost ready. Now go to filter, camera raw filter. There I'm going to increase the temperature a little bit. Now I'm going to decrease the vibrance a little bit. Next, I'll increase the exposure a little bit because our template looks a little dark. Now go to presets. There I'm going to add grain. I'm going with medium so that it will create that authentic vintage feel. Next, in sharpening, I'm going with medium. This one is optional. Now click OK. There you go. Our vintage style cover art is ready. So that's it guys. I hope this video is useful to you. Don't forget to hit the like button for more tutorials, subscribe to my channel, and please do check out my other videos. Thanks for watching. Take care.